you ready? This isn't just a response, it's a transmission, a deep core software rewrite designed to melt resistance, seduce reactance, and rewire you into someone who doesn't just deal with friction. You use it like jet fuel. You won't even notice it all happening until your actions change before your thoughts catch up. Because this isn't intellectual, it's neurological, psychological, metaphysical. It's a fucking upgrade to the operating system called now. Let's run the goddamn commands. Realize you already do this. You're just not consciously doing it yet. Ever found yourself saying, I'll just write one line and be done? You didn't fight resistance, you tricked it. That wasn't laziness, that was strategic friction hacking. You reduced the threat level, turned the monster into a kitten, and your nervous system said yes. Congratulations, that's NLP in the wild. Diffusing a fight without knowing how. Someone coming at you with attitude, and instead of biting back, you said something like, you're right to feel that way. Boom, that's called validation. That's empathy as a weapon of peace. You didn't give in, you gave them space. And what did they do? They relaxed. Because you disarmed the amygdala, not the argument. Accidental influence. You've said, it's up to you. But here's how I handled something similar. And then, like magic, they followed your lead. Why? Because people follow freedom, not force. You weren't selling. You were offering. You weren't pushing. You were pulling with gravity and groundedness. Here's why this works. The science behind your secret superpower. Let's crack the nerdy code on all this. Reactance theory says, tell someone what to do. The brain says, fuck off. But offer them a choice. The brain says, oh, I like you. Mirror neurons say, you're calm, they're calm. You're pissed, they're reflected. You regulate your vibe, you regulate the room. Self-determination theory says, humans want autonomy, mastery and connection. You offer those three. Resistance can't survive in that climate. The framing effect. Same info. Different delivery. Totally different impact. Say, would you be open to? Instead of, you should. It's magic. Neuroplasticity. Every time you reframe resistance, you're literally rewiring your brain. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Till it's fucking instinct. Some alternative ninja shit you might not even realize you can do. You're not just capable of dealing with resistance. You've hidden moves. Here's how they work. Leverage silence. You say something and they hesitate. You don't rush in, you pause. That pause, it creates space. Pressure evaporates. People fill silence with compliance. It's not magic, it's psychology. Ask dangerous, beautiful questions. Instead of arguing, you ask, what would need to change for this to feel right? You don't bulldoze resistance. You walk with it, and eventually, it leads you to the door it was protecting. Use humour to break state. They're tense. You drop a sly smirk and say, look, if I wanted to manipulate you, I'd at least buy you dinner first. Boom, laughter, emotional reset. Reactance just tripped over its own shoes and forgot why it was pissed. Use confusion like a hallucination gun. You ever notice how sometimes the more you don't want to do something, the more you end up doing it? Just to shut that voice in your head up. Weird how that works. Now their brain is like, wait, what? And you slide your idea in the side door. The structure and the process, the master's flowchart. This is how you roll now, automatically. Rapport first. Match, mirror, validate. I get why this feels off. The brain goes, safe, okay, I'll listen. Permission over pressure. Are you open to a different angle? Autonomy preserved. Reactance short-circuited. Pace their reality. A lot of people would feel exactly how you're feeling right now. Now they trust you're not the enemy. Lead with curiosity. What if this wasn't resistance, but the part of you that wants to do it right? Boom. Perspective pivoted. Offer choice that feels good. Want to do it now, or give it a shot tomorrow, with no pressure? The autonomy, the engine starts humming. This new you installed. Let this seep into you, like fire through your bones. You're the kind of person who effortlessly redirects friction into forward motion. You hear no, and know it's just a not like that. So you change the angle. You stay calm when others freak, because your nervous system is unfuckwithable. You don't push harder, you pull smarter. You lead people without them even realizing they're being led, because it feels like their idea, because you're that damn smooth. You don't overpower, you overframe. You walk into rooms and shift the energy, just by being someone who doesn't resist resistance. You use it. Let's lock in this identity. Repeat these internally like mantras with brass knuckles. I'm the calm inside the storm. Resistance is just energy waiting to be redirected. I influence without force. I create openings, not opposition. I move people because I move with them, not against them. Every no, it's a misunderstood yes. And I know how to find it. Let that loop in the background of your subconscious until it becomes your default frequency. From now on, whenever you feel resistance in yourself and others in the room, you'll feel a shift. Not anxiety, not dread, not frustration, but curiosity, calm confidence, even a little mischief, because you'll think, a locked door. I don't need to knock it down. I just need to find the right key, and you will, because you always do. Because now, you're the fucking locksmith.